Hello, ladies and gentlemen, crypto deep divers. Welcome back to Weekly Crypto. Today, I'm going to talk about EOS, and also Ethereum 2.0 is upcoming. And Jamie Dimon once again comment on Bitcoin. Just in case you're new to the channel, just to remind everybody that hirevibes is going to have an airdrop on November 5th. Snapshot November 4th. Make sure you have your EOS in your EOS account to qualify. Also, BetDice, they have a lucky draw every day now. Used to be every hour. And also make sure you click the payout. And the payout period is almost settled every hour based on how much token you stake into the account. And you can stake your token here. And also the balance, you can check it out and then you can claim it just periodically whenever you get a chance. And once you claim it, it will automatically go to your EOS account. If you're interested, you can click the link below. That will help out my channel. Also, Trybe is having an airdrop on December 11. So depending on how many Trybe token you have in your EOS account. So basically, the more Trybe token you have, the more airdrop you're going to get. So this is basically a Steam version on EOS platform. If you're interested, you can check it out. You can click the link below as well. Before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out the upcoming airdrop giveaway, hard fork, token swap, or ICO. Also, you can follow me on Twitter as well. So this, they talk about EOS is 66,000 times more efficient than Bitcoin, say GenerEOS. So GenerEOS is one of the block producer candidate in Sydney. And the reason why EOS is more energy efficient is Bitcoin is based on delegated proof of work, right? It's a proof of work mechanism. And that means you have to maintain all this, you have to use ASIC mining and all that. Those ASIC mining machines are very energy consuming, and as well as you have the cooling of the machine, stuff like that. That's why Genesis Mining, they have their mining farm in Iceland. That is a perfect place for doing all this Bitcoin mining because of the temperature and everything. So in terms of doing the energy thing, that is very time consuming. And he talked about GenerEOS Bitcoin consume as much energy as Austria, Chile, and Czech Republic. And Ethereum is a very similar way to Bitcoin, but with the but they are going to move toward delegated proof of stake with the Ethereum 2.0 with the Casper. I will get into that a little bit. So GenerEOS talk about Ethereum consume as much electricity as Iceland. So EOS is a third generation cryptocurrency, and because they use delegated proof of stake algorithm, and currently they have 21 elected block producer and 53 standby block producer. The whole network is only 74 different candidates, and then the average consumption for each block producer is 1.8 kilowatt every 24 hours. That means they use over 3,000 kilowatt per day, and for 1 year they use 1.1 million kilowatt per year. And based on this calculation, EOS is 66,000 times more energy efficient than Bitcoin because they have different consensus model because of one is proof of work and one is proof of stake. So what do you think? What do you think about this article? Please comment below. Also, Freedom Proxy, EOS, they create a Freedom Proxy platform in here, and you can proxy your vote. And they want to support the Liberty Mine block producer on EOS. They focus on decentralization, security, entrepreneurship, community focus. Also, they have a map about like different block producer in different parts of the world. 17 bare metal, 13 crown nodes in 22 countries, and 30 block producer. And I think bare metal is based on Oracle, and for Oracle cloud services, you can customize the system architecture versus the Google or Amazon those cloud services. You cannot customize those hardware, the mainframe architecture. And another thing I want to point out, I prefer bare metal rather than the Amazon or Google Cloud services. And another thing I want to point out, remember Ether Delta is no longer exists right now, right? You if you do remember, Delta have a DDoS attack, and also they, besides that, they also have the hacker. If you go to Delta back during those attacks, even to type in the right address, it diverted to the hacker site, and then that's how they steal your Ethereum. And I believe one of the they use Amazon Web Services or Google services, I can't remember, but they did use one of those services, and those things got compromised too. And so here you can have EOS 42. They list out different their profile, the block producer profile, and what project they're working on. So Trybe is a EOS lending platform, and they already launched. And you have, and also they will tell you what type of server services they're using, bare metal, and all that. So when you scroll down the list, EOS Canada, EOS Dublin, EOS New York, EOS Authority, EOS Cost. Mid.1. So Mid.1, they create a Mid.1 wallet, which is a pretty cool wallet. And Cyberglass, Crypto Lions, BP Fish, Crypto Lions, Cyberglass, EOS Argentina, they all use bare metal, which is a good thing. Also Aloha EOS, Aurora EOS as well. And this is just my personal preferences, bare metal versus just the cloud computing. And you can see the list doesn't include EOS Wahoo, right? And if you go to the list right now, EOS Wahoo pool is number 1. And I didn't see EOS Wahoo doing anything before the EOS mainnet launch, during or after the mainnet launch. And I don't see how EOS Wahoo contribute to the EOS community, and yet they vote as number 1 because they're voting themselves. They're whale. They can vote themselves as a block producers, right? And daily they can get over 800 EOS, which is around 4,000, over 4,000 per day. And they all, I guess maybe eventually Wahoo they're going to list EOS, or they're going to do something, I don't know. So there's a whole bunch of block producer. I don't know why they are up on the top of the list, and yet I didn't see they contribute to the community. Maybe I could be wrong. Please comment below what do you think about this. I would like to hear from you. And let's talk about the Ethereum 2.0. So Ethereum 2.0 probably is up and coming, and based on Vitalik Buterin, he is a keynote speaker in the DevCon in Prague. He talked about that if the Ethereum 2.0 is going to be not so far away. That means they're going to launch Ethereum 2.0 very soon. So Ethereum 2.0 is, they have a whole bunch of features. They've been talking about it and also research about it for several years, and they have been building it for several years. And finally they come together. Probably they're going to launch this 2.0. And for among certain things, for the Serenity constitute part is the proof of stake algorithm, Casper. So Casper, I think they're going to do Casper doing the delegated proof of stake and all that. And also scalability improvement as well, sharding. So with CryptoKitty, you can just one program, it slow down the whole Ethereum network. With sharding, that will solve the scalability issues. Also, before the big launch, developer will make some final tweak, and this will include stabilizing the protocol specification and also cross-client testnet as well. The testnet will integrate at least 2 implementation of 2 Ethereum. So we'll see how it goes. What do you think about the Ethereum 2.0? Is it too late, or is it still okay for the community? Also, let's talk about Jamie Dimon once again comment on Bitcoin, and he said he doesn't give a shit about it. And on the eve of the 10th anniversary of the Bitcoin white paper published by the Satoshi Nakamoto, and he made comment once again saying that blockchain is real, but it's real, it's technology, but Bitcoin is not the same as a fiat currency. But the thing is, okay, if you have a blockchain, those are just the ledger or distributed database. Who is going to maintain it? You have to have blockchain and cryptocurrency together, because for the miners, they need some reward to maintain the ecosystem or the network. So how can you just separate blockchain from the cryptocurrency? It does not make sense. And this is a free economy. and we are not living in a communist world or whatnot. We're in a capitalist world, right? So in order to maintain the network, they have to give some incentives. So blockchain and cryptocurrency are interrelated one another. In order to maintain the network, the ecosystem, you need miners to maintain the network. So the miners need to get some form of reward in order to verify, validate the transactions and all that. Just like in banking, if I want to transfer money using the SWIFT or the remittance overseas, the bank is going to charge me transaction fee, isn't it, right? So this is just like delegated proof of stake. They are going to charge me transaction fee. And if there's no reward, who is going to maintain the system? Who is going to maintain the ecosystem? So blockchain and cryptocurrency are interrelated one another because you need the incentives for people to maintain the network. Otherwise, if you just look at the blockchain, just a ledger or a distributed database, that's it. There's nothing in there. And to maintain it, who's going to pay for it? So this is just, I don't know. But anyway, another thing, because he keep on comment all these things, because blockchain technology and cryptocurrency is a threat to the banking system. Just the remittance industry. Right now, people don't have to use the wire money overseas anymore because they can just wire money, wire the cryptocurrency to another wallet, and then they can just convert to the fiat currency. So why you need wire money service? So for the remittance industries, basically this is back in 2014. It's over 400 billion industry basically, just to the developing countries, and the global remittance is at 582 billion industry in 2015, and so this is a very very big deal because you take away the business from the bank. Of course, he's going to make some noise about cryptocurrency and all that. And another thing is, I don't know if you know about invoice factoring services. So invoice factoring is a big business in banking and in banking and institution, and average Joe cannot even invest in this invoice factoring services. So Populous, you probably are well aware, is a invoice factoring services, and they take away the business from the bank. So of course they're going to be, not very happy with the technology and all that, the blockchain and cryptocurrency, because they're going to take away their business. So you no longer you need the bank and everything or institution. You can buy the invoice directly using a Populous platform. You can buy directly from the business, and then you can earn interest for doing the invoice factoring. So invoice factoring is basically is account receivable. For example, if you sell merchandise to Macy's, it has 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days account receivable. Then during this time, instead of wait 30 days for the small business to collect the money, they will sell this invoice factoring invoice to the bank to get cash flow at a discount rate. For example, the invoice for 30 days for cost about 1,000, they sell at the bank probably as 700. I'm just making it up. So the bank will take a cut, like 30% cut or whatever. It's a very lucrative business for the bank. I don't know exactly the percentage, but it's pretty lucrative. And so this is how they make money. So this is a $1 billion industry. So of course the bank is going to be not very happy with the blockchain technology. Everything is decentralized. You cannot even control anything. And even the remittance is a big business. So they're going to lose a lot of business. Of course, they're going to say a lot of noise about all this blockchain, Bitcoin is a fraud and all that jazz. Please comment below. I would like to hear from you. What do you think about Jamie Dimon comment about Bitcoin on the eve of the 10th anniversary of the white paper by Satoshi Nakamoto? And also don't forget the 10-year anniversary. Remember 10 years ago, 2008, that was the financial crisis, right? All the Lehman Brothers collapse, Bear Stearns collapse, and also Morgan Stanley has to be merged with Chase Manhattan. That's why I call JP Morgan, because of the toxic asset and the mortgage-backed security, and with the housing crisis, they give out all this. They sell all this toxic asset to the investor. They repackage those housing loan that those people are not qualified to get the mortgage to begin with, and then they repackage to the small individual investor, and then they also repackage them as a AAA rating by Moody's and Standard & Poor. And also Merrill Lynch has to be merged with Bank of America because Merrill Lynch is on the edge of the collapse as well because of the mortgage debt security, all this toxic asset. So at the end, the taxpayer is the one who paid for all these things, and yet nobody go to jail with all this unethical practices. They give out mortgage that they know that those people cannot pay off. They just repackage them and sell it to somebody else. So let me know what you think. This is need to a little bit reflection why we have Bitcoin to begin with, because of the collapse of the financial crisis in 2008. So yeah, don't forget all this, because you got to think deeper. You cannot just if you're in the, I don't know what's your reason to get to the blockchain technology or into cryptocurrency. Everybody have their own reason. If you just want come here to make a big bucks and just gambling with all this website and all that, you're going to lose a lot of money in cryptocurrency and blockchain. So you got to have a better reason to own cryptocurrency. Please comment below what's your reason to get into cryptocurrency or blockchain. Everybody has their own reason. I would like to hear from you. If you find this video helpful, please smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. Also share with your friends. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out the upcoming airdrop giveaway, half or ICO. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, and make sure you comment below, and that will help out my comment below, and mash the like button if you find this helpful. That will help my ranking in YouTube. Also, if you have already subscribed, make sure you hit the notification button so you don't miss out those airdrops, token swap, stuff like that. Those are time sensitive. Remember, crypto deep divers. We the people take control of our money. Stay wise, stay safe, peace. I'm not a financial advisor. Investing in ICO or cryptocurrency has inherent risk. Please use your due diligence.